Oh! And welcome to the Carcass Kiki!
Where your Carcass is our Kiki.
Rhinestone.
Your motioning was emotional.
Okay.
Willowheesy.
Marriage brings us together today. Love, true love.
So I love the suburban housewife feel of the blazer serving right now. Who doesn't love a good suburban ritual?
Yeah, but I didn't understand the story of the little house party situation at first. It took a really long time for me to get what was going on.
I love them. Okay, I love that there's a can I speak to your manager mom married to a random older cowboy with a 30-year-old son that's treated like a 5-year-old.
A 6-year-old. Yeah, it's really confusing.
Go to the backyard and play with the other beautiful boys and girls. So weird.
It really doesn't make any sense. So they do this whole seance thing with a snake that doesn't really make any sense. And I didn't notice until the third time I watched it. But at the end...
That was always there?
No, one of them is eating the fucking snake.
No.
She's just gobbling it up.
Oh,
yeah.
In the background.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
That's Swantula.
Work, bitch.
She's eating a gummy worm.
Yeah. A really thick and wide gummy worm.
Do you want a really thick,
Just a
thick and wide gummy worm?
Yeah, a lot of that.
Good motioning.
Thank you.
Well,
So
Joe Dirt has something to say about everything.
So Dahlia comes for blood
Again.
about Landon winning the fucking Vampire Queen challenge because
she's
not a queen.
Yeah, that's not a vampire queen. That's a vampire king. And
I was
we're
like, that's amazing. No, she said
me?
mariachi performer.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck off. It looked better than yours did, so...
Oh, yeah, literally miles ahead.
Yeah.
You're a drag king. You didn't have any femininity.
I think she
you
just,
won a queen challenge.
I think that Dahlia likes to have snappy interview quotes so that she'll get a lot of airtime and she'll be a strong character on the season, but she's kind of taking it a little bit too far.
Yeah.
By just being, disrespectful. That's not cool.
Her and Madeline just are coming across as bitches.
Yeah. Priscilla calls Maxie's costume Three Musketeers bullshit.
Yeah. Which, okay, their problem was that it didn't have a lot of vampire. That was their first problem.
And polish, which I get. Both of those things
I
were
understand.
a little bit lacking in Maxie's costume.
But here's the thing, is Maxie's a burlesque performer, and most of the challenge was a performance-based burlesque challenge.
She did good.
And she did good as a burlesque dancer, so she
Priscilla
accomplished part of
fully
it.
called it, unacceptable to her face, and I thought that was really fucking mean.
I do think Maxie's look was more interesting than St. Lucia's.
I think that Maxie definitely, they're right about the polish part, but...
Yes. Polish or Polish?
Both. She needs to be more Polish.
Dzień dobry. I do think that every time the alarm sounds...
Hey, that is the smoke alarm. I better get out.
It is extremely annoying, their overreactions.
Yeah, they're, triggered every single time.
Obviously, they didn't go on stage right after that. We are all aware.
Exactly.
2 seconds later, they're in full drag.
No, that really bugs me when they pretend to rush them every episode, but actually let them completely finish getting ready and do the show.
And the challenge is Queen's Rock.
Recreation of Season 2 challenge.
Yes.
Which, in my expert opinion, I think the Season 2 one was a little bit better.
I do think that the competitors last season did a better job with it overall.
They just made it more of a polished production, and this one was kind of lackluster.
They give the challenge and they separate the teams themselves.
Yeah.
And they choose who's going to be the leader.
Which sounds like they're trying to get some drama.
I would pick Eva and Madeline to be the lead
Me
singers.
too. Yeah, I think they just kind of picked.
Yeah.
They didn't really think about it that much.
Yeah, it's pretty I thought it was an interesting tactic.
So the first band is Slag, led by Eva Destruction.
Yes, and it has Maxi Glamour, Dahlia Black, and Priscilla Chambers.
Yes.
I think that it was very aggressive, and I was physically hurting when they were yelling at Maxi to wear pads and not paint her face.
Oh yeah, when Dahlia was like, Eva, please talk to her. Oh. I was like, Dahlia, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
But I have to say that Maxi did look really, really good with a natural paint.
She did look really, really good.
I was really happy to see that because she looked amazing.
I personally think Maxi could have painted her face blue in that outfit and it wouldn't have made a difference. I think if their concern was going for silhouettes and uniformity, like,
they did good with
she
that.
Still could have painted her face blue and had a breastplate.
Yeah, the boobs and the black and
yeah. Yeah, I think it would have been an easier argument for Maxi to say, hey, just put on some pads. As opposed to like saying, hey, don't do your signature drag.
But remember with Monique, they literally were like, try something new, and she refused to do it, so she had to go. So the second band is Coven, led by Madeline Hatter. In Coven is also Hollow Eve, Louisiana Purchase, Land Insider, and Yovska. Slag. Right. Oh, you turned it off.
That was embarrassing.
It's with that moment when you're hosting and the DJ's like, flip the switch!
Yeah.
The mic! The mic!
But you've been hosting.
Turn it on! Yeah.
And you can't do it because you have nails.
Yeah. Oh, that's my bitch. Yeah.
Oh. No.
No, yeah, and then you forget to turn it off and you're just like... During the number. I've done that too.
Ava made it... They did the editing so that they picked little moments of, like, problems to make it seem like they were the worst group. I think that was...
Yeah, the way that it was edited definitely made it look like their rehearsal was not going well at all.
Mm-hmm. The only thing Ava said in, like, the interviews was, it just isn't how I thought it's going to turn out.
Yeah.
And it was like, you guys did exactly what you practiced.
Well, and they had the successful acrobatics with flipping Maxi upside down and everything, so like they obviously practiced more than we saw.
Yeah, and they picked like the early, like first couple of rounds.
Definitely.
Because to make them seem like the worst group, I think so.
Yeah, and it did a good job of making the episode mysterious, because I thought they were going to be the worst group.
I thought
and then
they
killed it, so... It was pretty cool.
Except for Dahlia.
Yeah, and Dahlia gets up after the first rehearsal and goes, that was awesome.
Yeah. Literally, it was like, it didn't really turn out how I wanted it to. And Dahlia gets up and like, that was great.
Yeah, she's like, that one was so good.
Yeah.
It's like, no, that's not good.
I think big mood. Dahlia standing there, waving the drumsticks in the air.
Swinging them around.
That's literally me every day at work.
Yeah, they were talking about how Dahlia was telling everybody that if there's an issue, they need to bring it up in front of their face. And then Hollow has a very specific example of how Dahlia has not been doing that.
Tampons.
Frozen bloody tampons.
I cover mine in barbecue sauce.
I don't have a problem with it, but yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't have a problem with it either. It's a filthy punk drag show. Like, what do you expect?
You think you know metal? No, you don't.
Yeah, exactly.
Expect some fucking dirty tampons in the freezer.
Literally, what do you expect?
Literally, this little privileged gay boy thinks that he can't handle the female
Grew up
body.
in Orlando, like never had a trouble in his little life.
Yeah, obviously has no idea how to handle the female body.
He's afraid of it.
So, Coven had the better look. Or the better
rehearsal.
Concept.
Yeah, their concept was definitely
the concept
more
was
well
good.
Put together.
The rehearsal was like, oh, we might have some problems, but I think it's going to turn out really good, ladies.
Well, I think that what they got screwed over with the rehearsal was that they were trying to do too many structured tricks and didn't really think about the flow of the whole thing. Like, they rehearsed the blood ritual and stuff like that, but they didn't really put it together as a show, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they practiced everything separately.
Yeah.
And nothing was done cohesively, and I think part of it was after the end of the rehearsal, Halloween was like, I don't know, that wasn't like punk rock enough, like that wasn't high enough energy, why don't you just like pull some needles out of my face? And it was just making him like another thing.
Yeah, exactly.
So should they just had like things?
Too many things.
Just things. That's all they had. Which is
whereas Slag was focused on the concept and making it flow really well together. And they did a good job of that.
Yeah, it was definitely much more of a polished thing.
Mm-hmm.
We're drinking Red Bull because it's 11 a.m. I'm drinking Red Bull. Willow's drinking beer.
ASM, why are you doing this?
Oh, that's some great
oxygen. I have a dramatic reading from the incomparable Miss Jasmine Masters. Anna. Oh.
So, Coffin's rehearsal is a little bit of a shit show.
Yeah, it was very like, what's going on?
Everybody's just kind of trying to do their own thing.
I am confusion.
I do think that it was unnecessary, kind of weird. I personally think, this is what I personally think.
Yeah.
That they both knew they were going on the show, and they said, hey, let's have some drama. So they're both loud-mouthing the whole time, and then they talk about something that they both have already, like, put in the grave. And, like,
yeah.
I heard you talking to the girls about this. And the Dahlia's like, I didn't mean to, it's taken out of context.
The thing that bothers me is that Madeline's kind of acting like she's, like, owed all of this respect. Like, she's like, you can never talk about that.
Yeah.
And it's like, if it's something that happened to Dahlia, she's allowed to talk about shit.
Her personal experience.
Like, Madeline's not in charge of her. She's not the most important person in this room, even though she acts like it.
My bigger problem is, why would Madeline even talk about it on camera and then literally tell Dahlia on camera, I
Not to
never
talk about
want to
it.
hear you bring it up again, because
Yeah.
I don't want people to know about it. And it's like, why are you talking about it on camera?
We know now.
We know, we very,
know now.
very much are aware now.
Oh, Landon talks about putting his nipples in his armpits, which sounds very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But I appreciate that, because a lot of people don't think that being a drag king takes a lot, and he does a lot of fucking work.
It's, you know, it's one thing stick your balls up into a socket that naturally exists where they came out of.
I never do that.
But it's another thing to take tits, stretch them to the side.
Just mash them somewhere where they never were supposed to be. So the Boulay brothers' looks for this floor show was a little bit
I'm interested to see what you have to say, because I have my opinion.
disappointing. Just from the standpoint that they've been doing a lot of really big headpieces, and there's been a lot of height and like fun shapes in their costumes, and this one was just red latex and some horns.
Am I insane? I love
Are you
this
shocked?
look. First of all, it's the rock challenge, so they wanted big hair and not a headpiece. So they went for something forward-facing, and they
that
still
big
made
hair
it.
is not as good as they've had. In
Do you see how long it is with that
Yeah, but
piece?
it's
That is
not combed
adorable.
well. There's
It is adorable. It's supposed to be messy. It's rock.
Well, it's messy.
It's glam rock. What about it was expensive? That was my bitch pudding impersonation.
Hollow Eve in this Guar look is every single thing.
Thank you for mentioning Guar, because I was going to.
Oh yeah, it was perfect.
I do think it's great. My problem is I think Guar is a very specific rock reference to pick for a rock challenge.
Yeah.
And she comes across in a rock challenge as more demonic than rock. Not that those two things don't cross ever.
Yeah.
But just there's a fine line, and she was walking right into the demonic side and the rock side.
Yeah, that's true. It was really heavily Guar, but she could have taken it to a little bit more of a rock place.
Yeah, I would have liked to see
I
Hollow
get
Eve
that.
do a Guar-inspired rock look. Louisiana Purchase.
Not a fan of this one.
I have mixed feelings. I do think that it's different from what she normally does, and I appreciate that. So I see her stepping out of her zone.
Who's their guest judge? Is it Peaches Christ?
It's head of lettuce.
Oh. Peaches Christ calls it good, bad drag.
Oh yeah. I definitely
Which
agree.
is still bad drag, but I get where she was coming from.
I definitely
It's
agree
put
that it's
together
good
well,
bad
but
drag.
Louisiana's look is still just kind of boring to me.
It's bad drag, but it looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that, it's boring, it's really simple. I do get, to me, it's very, London punk, punk rock from London,
Yeah, and it absolutely fits the theme. She did a
it
really
fits
good
the
job with
theme.
it, but
I think one thing that a lot of the queens struggle with in this challenge in particular on both seasons is the fine line between being a rock star doing a look and being a drag queen doing a rock star look.
True. Louisiana, there's a lot of it's just rock and there's not a lot of drag to it.
Right. She looks like the lead singer of a rock band, and I appreciate that.
I felt she looked kind of country.
Yovska would have looked good if it was for a different challenge.
I like Yovska's look, and she mentioned that she had 90s J-rock influences.
Yeah.
And I, just for double checking, looked up 90s J-rock and still didn't find what she was talking about.
Okay.
So I was confused.
It doesn't really fit with a lot of themes.
To
she
me,
just tries to make her specific style work with.
Right. Yeah, I was trying to find... I looked at this look a lot, trying to find rock influence in it.
Yeah. Couldn't find it.
I think that, if anything, it's closer to, like, David Bowie, like, Star Child glam rock.
Yep.
Turned into a monster.
Yeah.
Like, Screamo monster. Like, take David Bowie and make him Screamo, and I think it would come out kind of similar to how Yovska looks.
Her makeup was incredible.
But the outfit was very ill-fitting. It looked baggy and it didn't look like it fit her.
A lot of her costumes are like that.
Yeah.
Which kind of sucks.
Yeah, I think it was more
because she's a small person. She can make herself look really... Like, she could give herself really cool shapes if she wants to, but she just does a lot of billowy and kind of fabrics that fall off of her body instead of fitting to it. Even Destruction.
Right. So, I have an opinion, and that is that I think it was too rock and not enough drag.
Yeah, I get that.
I think it was a really great look, and I think she did a great job with it. My problem is it was too simple and rock and roll pedestrian outfit.
Yeah, definitely.
I think that's where my problem falls.
The hair made it really draggy because it was blue and really huge, but
yeah.
I kind of love Eva's pale face makeup, though, because she does it really cool. I think it looks really good.
But Priscilla Chambers did a better Twisted Sisters inspired look anyway, so I don't really get it.
Exactly.
She just looks like she did like generic 80s rock star, and I'm just, I don't know. It doesn't interest me.
The jacket looked really cool. You could tell she worked really hard on it.
I would wear this outfit as a boy during the day.
I would wear it in drag, but...
I know you would wear it in drag. Maxi Glamour! I think this is the first time that Maxi Glamour met the challenge with her character, and I really enjoyed it.
My critique with Maxi is always that I wish she wouldn't put so many unnecessary materials on top of her costume. Like, for this outfit, it looked really good, but she had a panty bitch that was just, like, completely different materials than you could find anywhere else in the costume, and it made it look cheap.
Yeah, she's referencing, like, epic metal and, like, fantasy metal, and I'm really, really enjoying it. I think she looks like a rock star, and she looks like Maxi Glamour, which is the first time that I feel like she met the challenge.
Yeah,
definitely. I would place her look very highly because it reads as a rock star. Like, it reads as a drag queen's version of a rock star from epic metal.
She did a really good drag queen as a rock star rather than just a regular rock star.
Right.
So I think that in that case, she did do a really good job. But look, that panty it just has stuff on it that doesn't need to be there.
I'm perfectly happy with that panty.
Landon Sider as Rob Zombie.
Literally the winner of the challenge for me. The look was so great.
It looked really good, and Landon does really good impressions of people, but he was just Rob Zombie. You know what I mean? That was a costume somebody's already done before.
That's true.
It looked good, and the costume was made really well, and his performance was great with the spinning guitar and everything, but I wish it was a little bit more original.
I get
just because I really like his original concepts, too.
I still prefer this over all the other looks. This is still my winning look.
It's my favorite look as far as it's the most put together.
Yeah.
It's the most well done.
I think it's the perfect blend of drag and rock star.
And he actually looks like Rob Zombie.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
Yeah, and there's the fur guitar and it's spinning in circles on the belt and the fur lined hat. I thought every detail was really well done.
Yeah, very detailed.
Yeah.
Landon always has really good details.
I thought that this was like the most rock star and drag rock star look. Mm-hmm. So I think that Landon walked the line between those two really, really well.
Definitely. Dahlia Black as Mad Max.
So again, similar to Maxie, she's referencing like fantasy metal and like epic metal, and she's being a little barbarian screamo queen. I get it. My problem is it's so well done as a fantasy barbarian look that it doesn't read as rock.
I think it's the same thing. I think she took it too far into that realm that it's just a good barbarian Viking and not a rock star.
Yeah,
she took it too far.
It's too believable as a barbarian to be a rock star as a barbarian for me.
Yeah, definitely.
That's why I think Maxie did a little bit better, even though it wasn't as well put together as Dahlia's.
Yeah, definitely.
It read more as a drag queen rock star doing a barbarian inspired look.
That's true.
So I had some problems with Madeline's look.
Madeline was wearing this like full body fishnet-esque like suit that she styled up really well, but that was it. It wasn't very exciting. There were no new shapes. It was just kind of a regular bodysuit.
Yeah.
There's fringe.
Yeah, fringe.
She's
living on the fringe. I have some problems because all of her details up in the shoulders, and there's no detail on the bottom, and it makes it look so cluttered and heavy right here. I love the hair, but it's all weighed down, and it's just so much attention to the shoulders that nothing else really like looks good or matters.
Definitely.
It all feels very hollow.
It's all in the hair and the head and the top of the body.
Yeah.
There's nothing else.
Also, I don't get why she chose to do clown jester eyes with this. It seems like a random makeup afterthought.
Yeah.
And not really like
it didn't
I'm
fit
doing
with
a
the rest of the
cohesive rock
costume.
look. Yeah. It doesn't really fit anywhere. I do think that
it was
she
really
has some
cool
of the biggest
makeup,
best
but
hair, though.
yeah, her hair for this and during the performance was very rock.
Yeah, I think she had the
It was
best hair
really-
this challenge.
We have Priscilla, who does a really good leathery rock moment, but
Yeah, it was a very good Twisted Sisters.
Burritos Sisters. Yeah.
Twister, the board game system.
She looks like Louisiana Purchase.
Yeah.
And like they're in the same band.
Yeah, I do love Priscilla's look. I don't think that it was drag enough.
So Priscilla's is one of the one that was the most rock to me.
Yeah,
she was very committed to the rock and she embodied it really well.
Very authentically rock.
It wasn't very exciting or anything new that I haven't seen.
Yeah, I wish she even if she just picked one thing on the outfit and just made it like giant.
Yeah, exactly. Just proportions would be fun. Priscilla? Let's smash. Okay.
Slag was very good. I feel like they were polished, cohesive. You can tell that they rehearsed.
Yeah, they were working together as a team the whole time.
I think that overall they had the weaker concept.
Yeah, but they executed the concept that they had much better.
Yeah, they executed it.
That's what
phenomenally
got them the win. That's the only thing that got them.
Right.
And Hollow Eve's needle situation.
Well, do you want to just...
But Eva was a really, really good leader for this one because she's an incredible choreographer and dancer. So she was
she's a great performer.
Flying all over that fucking stage, jumping all over the place, throwing her hair all over. It was incredible.
It was really good. And the wine, the champagne bottles.
Yeah.
All of it. They really slaughtered the perfect concept for a rock show on Dragula. And it's just unfortunate.
Yeah.
I like A Coven of Witches, and they don't look cohesive in their
They don't
looks.
look cohesive at all.
They don't
Nobody
look cohesive in
looks
their
the same.
performances.
Yeah.
They're all doing completely random things.
Mm-hmm.
It just feels like a group of random people on stage thrashing their heads around to play guitar.
It is. It seemed like Dahlia was assuming no one was going to be looking at her, so she wasn't really trying that hard.
If you look in comparison between Dahlia playing the drums and Landon playing the drums, Landon
was actually playing the drums.
Yeah, Landon looked so believable and good playing the drums. Yeah. Like Landon was the perfect person to play the drums.
Yeah. Well, and it's like they're gonna edit this. You can actually hit the drums. Like you probably should, so it doesn't look stupid.
Yeah, it's not. They aren't gonna have audio of you fake lip syncing.
Yeah. And then everything falls apart when Madeline sees an opportunity. She thinks that it's the right moment to approach Hollow Eve from behind her and pull the needles out. She does it very slowly and carefully, and then walks off stage. She just leaves.
Just leaves. Yeah, that was really crazy for me. I think Hollow Eve's a really good performer.
Well, my first thought was that she was literally not ready, and it could have possibly hurt her by not being prepared. But she got backstage, and she was just like, I wasn't ready for it to happen then, so I left.
Yeah,
and everybody was like,
sense.
You can't. You're a performer. Like that's the first rule: is you don't just stop performing.
Yeah, you don't break character. No matter
Especially
what happens, you keep
if
performing.
you're just kind of surprised by something.
Yeah, if she just went with it, it would have been much more believable.
Yeah.
And nobody would have even questioned
Nobody would have noticed because Madeline picked a good time to do it.
Yeah.
Understandably, Madeline feels really bad because she thinks she like hurt Hollow or something.
Right.
And she's trying to figure out what the fuck is going on.
Mm-hmm.
But she's also understandably pissed because Hollow just left and completely ruined their performance.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a weird situation.
And then because she dropped the needles on the floor, she's like, there's no clean needles and these have been on the floor.
And she's throwing a fit, like, I don't know. It just kind of bugs because she got herself into that situation. So Hollow Eve sticks the dirty needles back in and...
they just do it again.
They do it again. Madeline refuses to fucking touch her face again, which I would do the exact same thing.
Yeah.
She's like, that was stupid. I'm not touching those fucking needles ever again.
I'm honestly shocked that they gave him a full rerun.
Yeah, I say if you stop performing, then you're done.
Did they even have a big finisher?
I can't remember, so clearly no.
Yeah.
And Madeline was, you could tell that during the second performance, she just gave up. She was like, just mimicking it.
Mm-hmm.
Just flipping her hair over and over and over again.
Me.
I can't, she's not pigeon.
I with my hip bacon voice. The judges were Peaches Christ, which I get, like, you know, she's a drag monster, blah blah blah. I don't really understand why she's there for a rock challenge.
For this challenge, yeah, I didn't get that either.
I think they should have saved her for like an acting challenge or something along those lines. Something more theatrical. But, and then the other judge is Henry Rollins, the lead singer from Black Flag.
Oh, okay. I did not know what he was from.
He's done a lot of stuff since then, but that was a long time ago. That's one of the original book bands.
Yeah. Sure. So, Slag gets really good responses, which is kind of weird because they didn't do anything super exciting. I would think that they would at least have some critiques. But
I think that they're comparing them to Coven, and they're like, your performance was well put together, rehearsed, and polished.
They were literally just saving their bad critiques for Hollow. Okay. Hollow Eve luckily takes responsibility. Like, she really regrets walking off stage.
Yeah.
She knows that she's part of the reason why they're all in.
She could have tried to throw Madeline under the bus then, and she didn't. She took responsibility for herself, and I'm proud.
Which is good. She's such a committed performer. I would never expect her to be the one that just stops performing halfway through.
Right. Yeah, that was
like, I feel like she could lose a limb and she wouldn't stop. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because she would do it on purpose.
She would chop it off.
Yeah, she'd do it on purpose.
It's part of the performance.
Yeah, exactly. Yovska looks like a prepubescent owl. I absolutely loved Landon's androgynous with the boobs out look.
Yes.
He looked really, really amazing, but my critique is still that nobody looked this similar.
Oh, they're supposed to be like colors of the rainbow.
Red,
yellow, pink, purple, green.
Yeah, see, I didn't get that. So, the Extermination Challenge.
Yeah.
They have to get tattoos.
Trash tattoos.
Season 2, they had to get tattoos that said Dragula. And this year, they stepped it the fuck up.
Yeah, it's Dragula-related tattoos.
It's all, as far as I could tell, they were all past contestants.
Yeah.
Some with quotes, some were just pictures of past contestants. But I thought that was really cool because with that kind of money, it's smart to pay an artist to actually do something that's more creative than just the Dragula logo.
I agree.
I personally think that it's hilarious that Hollow Eve is having the hardest time with the tattoo challenge only because it tickles so much.
Yeah, she definitely picked the best spot and had the best reaction the whole time. Where she's
and I think
laughing.
that is what lost Yovska the challenge, is because she was in pain. She wasn't being entertaining during her tattoo process.
Madeline
was screaming and laughing.
Yeah.
So she was cool.
So the exterminations this season, I feel like overall are pretty lame.
They haven't been put together very well.
Well, my problem is that they, like, it feels like they're not creative exterminations. Like, all the killings before were so creative, like, bitch puddings at fucking middle of nowhere porta potty.
Right.
Maliki Shane's, like, the opening of Halloween, like, sitting in her room.
Well, and I like that they used a guitar, so it's a rock kind of thing. But
yeah, I'm gonna make that into a headpiece.
But also, you can't stab someone through the top of the head with a piece of wood. Spoiler alert: she didn't actually get killed.
What do you mean?
Yeah, it's all fake.
What?
Well, not the tampons.
Oh.
Yeah, those are real. This episode was a little bit produced for me. Like, the drama was extreme drama.
I do think that they spent way too much time on the drama. I agree with that.
I think they literally told them to start yelling at each other. Because Priscilla literally was like, your costume was bullshit. And then immediately apologized later. Yeah, but
I think that might
there was just a lot of unnecessary drama on this episode.
I'd rather die than makeup control.
Sure. 5, 6, 7th grade.
Hey, ho! Drag is my soul! I'd rather die than makeup control! Yeah!
I'm Ryan Stone.
I'm Oishi.
Hi.
Welcome to the channel!
This is the Carcass Kiki! Woo! Upcoming shows we're doing a really exciting circus-themed show, produced and co-hosted by the amazing and gorgeous Avery Toro.
This week on our performance spotlight, we have the one and only Kawani doing her rave clown look.
God, that literally scared me a little bit. But yes, Kwani did a really exciting shoot at Meow Wolf in Santa Fe.
Yeah.
So be
Come
sure
through our
to
regular performance space.
Click the link in the description or go to the same page you're watching this video on and go see that video because it's going to be really creepy. Mm-hmm. So thank you for watching.
Oh my God, there's a ghost. The door opened.
My God, the door just literally
the
flew
front door
open.
is literally moving right now.
Hello?
Hello?
Oh my God.
My God!
Oh, the door just closed. It literally closed.
Oh my God!
Somebody call the police. We have to find a new filming location. This microphone is fake.
And that's it for this episode of Carcass Kiki. Make sure to stay tuned next week. We might have a super secret special guest. So yeah, stay tuned and you're not going to want to miss it. We'll see you in hell.
You think you know metal? No, you don't.
I wanna slit your throat and fuck the wound. Wanna push my face in and feel the swoon. Wanna dig inside, find a little bit of me.